headline, the big news, not what any CSK fan wants because, well, they won 2 years ago. They finished 5th last year and they are the first team to get that elimination E next to their name.
Yeah, I think that the image of Stephen Fleming standing there beside the dugout, he had a forlorn look on his face, didn't he? It looks like it's been a really tough campaign, and maybe he knows that it truly is. And we've probably said it a number of times of Chennai teams, the end of an era, but they do seem to find a way to keep, squeezing that lemon of each player and getting as much juice out of them as they can. But it just does feel like there is a serious rethink required after this failed campaign. So, they've been wonderfully successful. Those fans that you mentioned,
yes,
they've seen a lot of joy. They've had a lot to celebrate, but there were scenes of sadness around that ground by the end of it, for sure.
You said the end of an era. This season really feels like that, doesn't it? Because you said they have managed to squeeze that line, but this is the first time in IPL history that in consecutive years, MS Dhoni will not make it to the playoffs. It's never happened before. No. And it almost feels like Dhoni's quote we spoke about in the pre-match show, that the game has changed so much so quickly. It feels like younger players are coming on, they're fearless, they're playing a different brand of cricket, and CSK didn't play that brand of cricket this year.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you always used to think when it comes to the top 4, CSK will be there. It was kind of case in point where you didn't think there was any other option. And then if we go back 4 years ago, they finished 9th. Then they bounced back and won, and we thought, okay, all's forgiven. The Dad's Army came through. Last year, 5th, didn't make the playoffs. This year, they're sitting way down there. Will they get off the base of the log? We're not sure. We have to wait and see. I mean, they've never finished lower than 9th. And could this be at the real bottom? But you do think that there needs to be a new game plan. There needs to be maybe a bit of a rehaul about who's kept, who they go with, strategies. But I suppose we try to predict things like when Dhoni, like we all thought when he won that one in 2023, that was going to be the swan song. He was going to say, thanks very much, I'm going out in style. He's been back for 2 seasons and there's talk that he may be even back next year. So we'll have to wait and see, but they'll be very disappointed. As we say, such an experienced leader or man who's played all the RPLs, such an experienced backroom staff who's kind of been there forever and a day. You would have thought that they would have come up with the answers, but they haven't been able to.